Greetings, vigilant viewers. See what I did there? This is Tovarish Pazan with the iPadBoardGames.org review of Ascension, the Rise of Vigil. For a while there, it looked like Playdek was going to lose the Ascension license for iOS, despite having done excellent versions of the base game, its major expansions, and promo card packs. Now the license is back where it belongs, and Playdek has just released the latest major expansion, as an IAP on the base game, to celebrate. Ready to rise? Ascension is a deck builder set in the fantasy land of Vigil. The Great Seal has broken, and the heroes of the Four Realms must come together and send the evil back to the void. Each player starts with a basic deck of 11 cards. 8 of these generate 1 rune, used to buy heroes. 2 generate power, used to defeat monsters and earn honor. The honor pool starts with 30 points per player, and when it is depleted, the game ends. In addition to those 2 basic resources, Ascension the Rise of Vigil adds a new resource called Energy, which is produced by energy shards. Aside from 1 in your starter, each shard comes into play attached to a card in the center row, and acquiring or defeating that card also nets you the shard. Each shard, in turn, generates 1 point of energy and lets you draw another card when played. Energy is not depleted like the other resources. Instead, if you can generate enough energy to meet the energy threshold of a given card, you can energize it when you play it to unlock an additional effect. Once the honor pool has been depleted, the current round is finished, and then the final scores are tallied. All cards you can add to your deck have an honor value in the lower left-hand corner. Your final score is the total honor value of your deck, combined with the honor you've amassed by defeating monsters. Highest honor wins. Ascension is not the oldest game in Playdek's catalog, but it's arguably their earliest hit. The base game went free back in March, with each subsequent set available as an IAP. Note that at this time, Rise of Vigil is not included in the all-in-one bundle, though at $7 for everything else, that bundle is still an amazing deal. Getting the bundle and Rise of Vigil together totals $11, less than half the cost of one of the cheapest real-world sets, and gives you over 500 cards in the main deck. Since Rise of Vigil is technically an expansion, the rulebook only covers what the expansion adds. Similarly, the excellent interactive tutorial only covers the base game. The first time you launch the app after unlocking the expansion, the rulebook will display briefly to catch you up on the new mechanics. They aren't overwhelming, but the addition of energy represents a fairly dramatic shift to the game's strategy, so this serves as a quick and useful introduction. Playdek apps are justly famous for excellence, and Ascension the Rise of Vigil is no exception. With amazingly clear subtlety, the interface makes it quickly apparent which cards contain energy shards, and how many, and you can quickly and easily reveal all open information in your discard pile and the void just by tapping. You can also get a visual display of your deck's composition, and the game automatically keeps track of the resources you build in a turn. There are also subtle enhancements, highlighting constructs, cards that stay in play, with one-time use actions that are still viable, highlighting energized cards, and clearly indicating what cards can be purchased or defeated. Multiplay exists via both pass and play and through the Playdek server. An account must be created, but the same account can be used for all Playdek games, so you probably already have one. AI players can be added both on and offline, and have 2 levels of skill to choose from. Ascension has always been both a fun game and a bar-setting app, and Rise of Vigil continues this trend. The introduction of the new energy mechanic opens up gameplay in interesting ways, and Playdek has done a fantastic job of integrating it alongside the entire library of the Ascension world. Especially now that the app is free, there's no reason for any fan of this blog not to at least give Ascension a try. And if you're a fan of Ascension, picking up Rise of Vigil is almost a no-brainer.